Hello friends, Sarah here from the Centre for Mental Health. I hope all is well this week. It's Easter term for me, so I'm going to be on leave this week, which is lovely. Hope it stays sunny. I thought this week I would talk about the recent conversations that we've seen happen in government and elsewhere about whether we discuss LGBTQ relationships as part of school education. And I guess I've been really taken aback by some of these conversations and felt that we at the Centre needed to have a think about this and to talk about how we felt about it, really, because in many ways I think that I thought we had come to a place where we no longer even needed to debate the value of discussing all relationships with children as part of their school education. I thought we'd got to a place where we really understood that all relationships were okay. Section 28 was repealed in 2003 in England, and I was brought up in a time when at school it certainly wasn't okay to talk about all relationships. And in fact, I went to a Catholic girls' convent school, and so we really had quite clear boundaries around what we could and couldn't talk about. That was until I got to sixth form. And in sixth form, we had an amazing teacher who taught us philosophy and religious education. And she very, very much hovered beyond the boundaries of Section 28 and did teach us about LGBTQ relationships. She took us to meet people who'd experienced discrimination, and she'd also opened our hearts to gay and lesbian authors. I'll never forget that she introduced me to Armistead Muppin. I'm really grateful to that teacher, and I'm grateful that she was brave enough to open the door and give us the knowledge that we needed. I was one of the lucky ones. I am one of the lucky ones in that I came from a family where all love was fine and still is fine. And so this teacher's messages for me really chimed with what I already knew and felt. But I also know that there were other girls in the school that didn't have those messages at home, and they weren't hearing them all the time at school. And I know they felt different, they felt marginalised, they were bullied, they were excluded. And I now know as an adult that the impact on their mental health would have been profound. I've worked in mental health a long time, as you know, and really feel strongly that the most important thing that we can do for children is accept them, is teach them about how to love and how to be loved. And I think that by not having those conversations, we are putting their lives at risk. We're putting their safety at risk. We're putting their mental health at risk. We're putting families and communities at risk. It's a really difficult place to be if you feel that you're marginalised because of your sexuality. We know that people who are discriminated against, who experience homophobia, transphobia, experience higher rates of mental illness, experience self-harm and suicidal thoughts. I'm not too sure that that's what we want for our children. I've got 2 children, and I am absolutely clear that to keep them safe, one of the things I have to do is make sure that they know about relationships, all relationships, and that they know that bullying and discrimination is wrong. I don't want to go back to a time when Section 28 is the thing. I don't really even want to be in a time where we're having these discussions as if it is a potential thing. The mental health of children and young people is fragile, and in volatile times even more so. And so I am urging all of you to think about these really important things. I'm urging you to keep vigilant and stand by our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ community. And I think that we at the Centre for Mental Health are clear, we will always be clear, that part of the preservation of mental health is acceptance and tolerance. And so I leave you with that thought. And I guess we will be doing more work. We published a really great blog by a friend of ours, David Woodhead, recently. So we'll be coming back to this discussion. Always keen to hear your thoughts. And let's keep talking. Bye.